Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I have a sudden death game from today's play session. I played against a very good raid who was also solo queuing and it was a fun match to play. The later rounds got really tense and it was very competitive. As always I will do my commentary, explaining my thought process and what I did right and wrong. I hope you will enjoy the gameplay. Playing solo queue in D1 without a Mosam really isn't easy for me, but I'm sure I will get masters eventually. If you enjoy the gameplay and commentary, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Alright, let's start. So today's match was on Encore and I decided to just go to the bin in center of zone instead of PKing the house like I usually do, because my PK aim wasn't really up to par today. And I just had to pitch the bin here to get some nice damage in and grab the badge after. So now I can just hold this spot and do some nice damage to the enemies. And my team can take control of center because of it. It's really nice at this point the enemy is pushed back, we have more angles to play with. But yeah, I see the fuse there on the right, he's pushing in. And my teammate decides to ape, so at that point I'm like, I really need to help him of course. And he queued out. Got some decent shots in and still have one bed to work with, so I really have an advantage when it comes to heals. And my teammate got the knock on the raid, which was really nice, and I can just swoop in to finish off the last guy. So the second round is the open side again. So I just decided to stim to the bin, because I'm the only one with good mobility, so I can take it every time. The raid makes the mistake of walking to the open, try to get the bin, cracked raid. So I can get some free shots in, which is really nice for us, and we have control over center at this point. You can see in the minimap my Bloodhound teammate is also moving in. And we basically have way more control over zone at this point. Really trying to find a good angle to play. And I decide to go all the way to the left, so I can get a sneaky angle. See that gives me some free shots on the crypto over there, and I can just move in a little bit more. The raid is standing there alone, so we can push her together. She queues out. And as you can see there, one enemy's controller died or something, and he's just AFK and we get a free round for it. Really nice for us. Teammates challenge the raids, almost got a knock on her and I can just finish her off for the round. Right, moving up to the third round, I decided to start off with my jump pad. When I play Octane and we get house, I will buy my jump pad 9 out of 10 times. And at this point we have full control over zone and the house. We have better cover, better angles to work with. And at this point we're still in an advantageous position, but unfortunately I get hit for like 180 by the raid. Got some great shots in on me. I need to disengage. Luckily my team still maintains control over the house. I can just go back to my teammate and cover them. Rage is still holding our angle over there. Really not sure how we lost this, because we're at such a good spot here. We really should have won this. Some decent shots in on there. Just nade the stair to push them back. Nice boy. At this point I'm just like, we can just maintain our position, not do anything stupid, don't die, and we should win. Unfortunately the Seer there was challenging someone and lost their fight. I was out of shield, so I just grabbed the bed and disengaged immediately. I wanted to heal up, but yeah, we already got hard pushed and we lost the round. Right, moving up to round number 4. Since stimming to the bin and get a good angle there worked every time, I'm gonna do it again of course, because I can just get it for free. Get some decent shots in on that player over there. Try to skynade them. Yeah, I feel the greatest nades I've ever thrown. And at this point I'm just trying to get a good angle. Look where everyone is, because I only saw 2. Oh, never mind. They're not showing themselves. Nah. In this game I really wanted to just hold our position, because we get the best players in zone for free every time. So if we would have hold here, we probably would have won. But yeah, of course we will find a way to lose anyways. So you see Bloodhound is 1 and Seer is pushing in. This is a really bad situation. But yeah.
Long, bro. Be careful.
At this point I should just have taken this bet and pushed in immediately. But yeah.
Honest hard bet.
It's not what I do. And my Seer gets pushed by 2 players. Tries to challenge the crypto. Do crack him almost, but yeah, not enough. Other teammate is 1. So I really need to make a player in my mind at least. But the raid was holding me at glitch and I die for it. So that was a really bad push on my part. Should have pushed earlier or told his Seer to just come back. Honestly, we didn't even need to push, but yeah. If your teammate is pushing, you should go with him to increase your chance of winning. So round number 5. Take my jump pad again and we have full control over zone for free. Well, for 300 crafting materials, but it's really nice. We have way better position, and all the way over there I see the Fuse and he's alone. He's not with his team. I'm like, what are you doing here? I just want to challenge you and get you out of the game and make it into the 3v2 really easily. He disengaged super far away. Kind of a weird play on his part. But yeah. At this point I'm just going back to my teammates. Because if he stays alone here, they can take control over zone. I don't want that to happen, of course. I'll go back to support him. As you can see, the Fuse is alone over here. So I challenge him, I want him dead, I want him out of the game. Would make for an easy 3v2. And the Serial makes my teammates aware of his position and we can just clean him up. And I see the raid over there holding the stair. And the nice thing about this script or the Serial is that I can just pre-fire the raid and get her out of the game, and at this point there's just 1 guy left. It's over for that raid. Got some nice shots in me though, but yeah, no way he's gonna win that. So moving up to round number 6. This is match point for us. And I just stim to the room again to take control over zone as usual. And I can tell you up front, the raid makes a really smart play to go to the bin and maintain the bin to get better angles. We should have just pushed the raid at this point. The enemies, or the other 2 enemies, are still really far away and the raid's alone there, and we could have just easily pushed her away, but we don't. I challenge the Fuse. Fuse cracks me in, but I also crack the Fuse. And at this point I go back to the room. I want to take control of the room again, but the raid climbed up at that moment. I didn't hear it and she just one-clipped me in an instant and I was just dead at that point. And yeah, that's a GG this round. And that was my bad. So round number 7, tiebreaker. I have my jump pad again, so we can take our usual control over the room. Take the far angle. I really don't connect here. I don't really get hit too, so that's really nice. And the raid's alone there. I have 2 people on my left. I challenged the raid. Got some great shots in on the raid. This is what the enemy team needs to do. They need to nade us out of room and push room. So they don't really follow up on their nades. So we can maintain control over the room. And my teammates here got killed the same way I got killed in the previous round. So her strat of maintaining bin and climbing up on bin or climbing up in the house from bin to get some really nice shots in really works out for her and wins her 2 rounds. I challenged that guy, but yeah, I lost my engagement. I really needed to knock that guy, but yeah, I lost. So round number 8, match point for the enemy team. And at this point I'm thinking I really needed to change my strategy. Because that raid will just move into bin again and kill us that way. So I decided to hold this piece of cover. And my team can just maintain house because they think I will get house every time. So they don't even try to get house. My team can hold that and I can prevent the raid from moving in. So at this point I'm just trying to do damage and get the enemies out of shields. Because I have a bin here with some extra beds if I need them. So I see the raid there, I keep challenging her to an aim battle just to drain her shields. I had 4 beds and I still have 2 here to use. And we just keep the pressure on the enemy team, preventing them from moving in. I get trapped here and the raid is smart enough to push me instantly. She shoot. She almost knocked me, but unfortunately, as you can see, she got the shields. It's a really good play on her, because she was probably out of shields. But it did allow us to move in and get some really good shots in on the crypto over there. I tried to disengage a little bit, because my team is not pushing with me and I don't want to die alone over there. There's still 3 people there. But at this point, my teammate Bloodhound is pushing in. We get a knock on the crypto. And it's over for the enemy team.
Nice.
So, moving up to the final round, sudden death. I use my stim again to get to the bin and take control over the center, as usual. That's why Yokofen is so nice to have in your team. Especially when there's no other mobility characters, you can just get center or zone every time. And that puts you at an advantage every time. So at this point, me and my team hold control over center, and this is very advantageous. And based on just positioning alone, we should win this. And I'm like, yeah, I can just chill here. And maintain our position and wait for them to rotate in when zone closes and get 3 shots in. We're posting up really wide, this is really nice, so we can get multiple angles. And my only goal is to maintain full control. I tried to stick that guy, but it's not really working out for me. It's just a game of keep holding center. Get the crypto drone out of the way. He could have an EMP, and I don't want him to EMP. And as you can see, my teammates are taking a far angle, trying to get a weird angle in and knock someone. But yeah, they do it while zone is closing. That puts them in a really bad spot, and Satan unfortunately got knocked for it. At this point I'm like, yeah, I really need to maintain control over center now. I don't really want to push them in. Do a decent job of preventing them from pushing in. And got some nice shots in on the raid. And the raid is pushing in to try to finish that guy. But luckily my teammate wins the fight. At this point it's a 2v2. I think I thought I can go here and get a free angle. But unfortunately I don't get it. So I need to jump down to finish him off. And my teammate got knocked for it. But now it's a 1v1. This is really nice because the best player of the enemy team is already out of the game and I don't have to deal with her anymore. It's just a fuse and I should win this. I have better positioning, he needs to rotate in so I can get 3 shots in. He's correct now. And I can just push him and finish off him for the win this game. So this was the game of today. I really hope you enjoyed it. GG's to the enemy team and my teammates, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers!